Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we're at Disneyland to share with you our spring break guide. Everything that you need to know about visiting Disneyland for spring break 2025. So let's get going. Of course, the main Disneyland Resort event that I feel like most people associate with this time of year is Food and Wine Festival at Disney California Adventure. This runs February 28th through April 21st. It features a lot of festival booths with great food and drinks. You can check out my full dedicated food and wine video. In fact, I have two food and wine videos that highlight all the different foods that we tried. You can see what we thought of them if you go check out those videos. You can purchase a Sip and Savor Pass to help you save some money. Something else that goes on at Food and Wine Festival is Soarin' Over California returns. It replaces Soarin' Around the World just for the months of Food and Wine Festival. So if you are here, absolutely go check it out. It's my favorite iteration of Soarin'. They have live music, food presentations, and the Confection Perfection with the Super Kitties, which is a fun kid thing that they do over by Monsters, Inc. in the stage back there at 1:30 and 2:30. Sign-ups begin 45 minutes before the show, and in my experience, a line begins to form before that. So they only have a number of limited slots, and go sign up for that or get in line for that early if you intend to do that. It's a way for the kids to make some cupcakes. They get to keep the cupcakes that they make, so it's a free, fun thing to do for kids during Food and Wine Festival. One of my favorite recurring events at Disneyland falls over spring break this year, and that is Season of the Force. I feel like it's starting a little bit earlier, maybe about 2 to 3 weeks earlier than it has typically in the past, and that's because of the 70th anniversary that kicks off on May 16th. I believe last year Season of the Force ran mostly through mid to end April through all of May, and then the first week of June. But this year, dates for Season of the Force are March 28th through May 11th. And so keep that in mind. Season of the Force a little bit earlier this year for the busy spring break season. And there's a couple of things that are going on that are super exciting for that. So first off, behind me, there in front of the, well, actually behind the Millennium Falcon, you see that rock face there. That is typically where they do Fire of the Rising Moons, which is a nighttime show that follows the regular Disneyland fireworks. They just play special music and things like that. That will still be going on even now. That started last year for Season of the Force, and it's actually hung around all year, and it will continue hanging around. But they have a new show, or new pre-show I should say, called Shadows of Memory, a Skywalker Saga. And I believe that will take place before Fire of the Rising Moons. I don't think we have exact times and dates and things like that yet. But I know that they said that Fire of the Rising Moons will still be going on, so this isn't replacing it. Shadows of Memory, a Skywalker Saga, will happen before that. Then also, Sabine Wren from Ahsoka will be making an appearance here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge as a meet and greet character for you to, go up to and meet and get her autograph and talk to her and that sort of thing. So be on the lookout for Sabine Wren. Additionally, Disney Parks has teased the appearance of Luke Skywalker. I don't remember if that's been confirmed or not, but they have teased it anyway. There'll also be new food. Docking Bay 7, Galactic Grill, in Tomorrowland will have new foods, so be on the lookout for some seasonal foods, some seasonal snacks, meals and things like that, drinks as well. They're always a good time, and I'll be here for the first weekend of Season of the Force, and I'll have a video out trying a bunch of the different foods. We'll be riding all the Star Wars rides, so you can be on the lookout for that. I think on March 31st is probably when that video will land here on the channel. And you also might have heard about a new adventure coming to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, but I do want to let you know that that's not until 2026 to coincide with the movie release of The Mandalorian and Grogu. So you might have heard about it, maybe you weren't sure on the dates. It's not this year, it's not for Season of the Force, it is for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, so we'll have more information on that next year. Now let's talk about Star Wars Nights. Star Wars Nights are a Disneyland After Dark event that happens every single year, and it's one of my favorite events of the year. I'll be going again on April 8th, but I'll actually be doing something a little different this time, doing a ride challenge. You can be on the lookout for that. I'm going to see if we can get all 34 rides, or close to them anyway. I know some of them don't operate during the night, but close to 34 rides done during the After Hours event, so hopefully we can get that done. But the dates for that are going to be April 8th, 10th, 22nd, 24th, and 29th, as well as May 1st, 4th, and 6th. So Star Wars Nights, what happens here is that they close the park early, so you want to be mindful of that. It's Disneyland Park. They will close the park at 8 p.m. to regular guests. The event starts at 9 and runs till 1, and event guests, people who purchase a Star Wars Night ticket, can get into the park as early as 6 p.m. We call the time from 6... Whoop, that was loud. We call the time from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. the mix-in, and really from 6 to 9 is the mix-in period. At 8 p.m., food will be available for purchase already. You'll be able to start eating and things like that before the event officially kicks off. But there are special character encounters. There's Star Wars-themed attractions such as Star Tours, Smuggler's Run, and Rise of the Resistance that will be running. Of course, Rise of the Resistance typically closes before these after-hours events for like 90s night and Sweethearts night and things like that. But it will be open for Star Wars night, of course. There's enhanced decor and event collectible merchandise, as well as unlimited photo pass downloads for event guests. There's lightsaber training, there's a lightsaber resistance show, and that's where everybody meets outside the Millennium Falcon and we all turn our lightsabers on together. It's a really cool, awesome experience. There's a March of the First Order in Tomorrowland and projections on the castle and Main Street. There's even usually a parade of guests. It's like you are the parade, but it's a fun thing. Star Wars nights happen in April and May. Of course, the most coveted one being May 4th, because of May the 4th be with you. A strategy for you all might be to come on those days anyway, because the mornings will actually be less crowded than they typically are. Why? Well, because anyone who is there without a park hopper probably doesn't want to be kicked out at 8 p.m. when they could have been in the park another couple of hours. So instead they choose Disney California Adventure as their park for that day, making Disneyland less crowded on event days. So it's a strategy, it's something to consider. Otherwise, you want to be the people that choose to go to DCA that day to avoid getting kicked out early. Wow, look at this. The scrim is down around the Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe, getting ready to reopen here. Just this weekend, I think, Saturday. What did they do to the sign? What did they do? Please don't tell me that's permanent. The old sign was so much better. It lit up. Maybe that's just a cover. Let's hope that's just a cover, because I think it might just be a cover, because that would be really sad. But yeah. Jolly Holiday open up again soon. This is a good enough place as any to talk about some other events that are going on here at Disneyland during the Easter and spring break season. They're smaller events, not really official events, but they still are like big things, and you'll notice them if you're coming on those days. For April 13th, it's Dapper Day. And again, Dapper Day is an unofficial Disney day, but it is the most popular of all of the unofficial days at Disneyland. There are 2 Disneyland Dapper Days each year, one in the fall and one in the spring. And many guests wear vintage clothes from the 1950s and other eras on these 2 days. So again, the spring one is on April 13th. And the other unofficial day is Bats Day, and that's on April 27th. I've never heard of this one before, but in my research for this video, I came across it, Bats Day. I guess it's like Dapper Day, but wearing all black or goth type attire instead. And this one is usually in May from what I read, but it's at the tail end of April this year. Again, April 27th. It's independently organized and is not an official Disney event, but you may wish to participate if you're planning on visiting on April 27th. If you are enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to save some money on your next Disneyland vacation, call my friends at Getaway today and tell them that SoCal Disney Dad sent you. Or click the link down in the description and use my coupon code to save on their already discounted packages. Let's talk about the weather. So you might have noticed that I'm currently wearing a sweatshirt. And the high today, I think, is like 65, 68 and sunny. But in just a few days, the high is going to be 83 and sunny. Today's low was about 48 degrees when I got here this morning. So temperatures can fluctuate from 40 as a low to 80 as a high, mid 80s. And that's a huge temperature swing. You can actually see that in a single day sometimes. Welcome to Southern California. So you need to plan accordingly, wear layers, bring a change of shorts, or you know, maybe just wear shorts in the morning and suffer with being cold for a little bit. Make sure you bring a jacket. You're going to need it in the evening, especially once the sun goes down. How about food? We're coming down here to Pooh Corner because there are a couple of confectionery items that are exclusive to Pooh Corner here this year, and we're going to get one of them right now. And those exclusive items are going to be the Honeybee Caramel Apple, and there's one of them, but there's another one over here too. Check this out. Honeybee Caramel Apple, as well as the Honeybee Cake Pop. And this is the item we're going to get right here. And here are the prices on those items. And here it is, that Honeybee Cake Pop. A little small for the price, of course. That's all the cake pops here at Disneyland. I don't usually buy these, but since this is a seasonal Easter item, I thought we'd give it a go. Now let's give it a try. I don't know what flavor I was expecting. I mean, I do know what flavor I was expecting. I just kind of naturally assumed that a cake pop would be chocolate. It's not quite vanilla. It's more like a cake batter almost. Perhaps like a vanilla cake battery mix. The chocolate itself doesn't have any flavoring, like the Tigger Tail. Even though it's orange chocolate, it actually is orange flavored. Not the case here. There's no flavoring in the chocolate, the yellow chocolate on the outside. It's okay. I would much rather have preferred a chocolate cake pop if I'm going to be spending $6.99 for something. So I probably personally wouldn't get this again, but I mean, it is a cute little treat. And I've already ditched the jacket. It's warm enough for that. As far as other food items go, the spring stuff is back at Red Rose Tavern. That is a yearly occurrence, though the Disney Parks blog Foodie Guide says that the spring stuff starts on March 18th. Their physical menu doesn't have it starting until March 23rd. Easter type treats have already landed at the Disneyland Resort. Let's go check out some more of them from the Candy Palace. And a couple of the new seasonal items that you'll find in here is this little bunny Rice Krispie treat. We've got this little chick of a cake pop here, vanilla chick cake pop. Over here we have a Minnie Mouse cupcake that has some nice Easter colors to it. And a Mickey Mouse cupcake with looks like some eggs, and they're actually different patterns. Look at this. That one's got like some stripes, and this one's got like a wavy pattern to it. So, oh, and the one back there's got a flower on it. So the eggs have different patterns. That's pretty neat. Also, apparently this item as well. This is the strawberry shortcake Mickey Mallow. And it just says strawberry marshmallow on here, but that was what it says online, the Mickey Mallow. And then we also have this bunny caramel apple too. Look at that. And right next to it, we have a pink mini caramel apple. So two caramel apples here. This is from a different display case, but still at Candy Palace right here. As far as the availability of these food items go, the spring stuff is available through May 15th. And then starting on March 20th, there is going to be a Thumper Spring popcorn bucket that everyone is going to probably go absolutely gaga over. Amy is not really much of a popcorn bucket person, and even she said, I got to think about getting that Thumper bucket. And then the various confections that are available through April 21st. Let's talk about entertainment now, and first up is going to be parades. So there are currently no parades going on here at Disneyland, and there won't be until May 16th when Paint the Night returns for the kickoff of the 70th anniversary. They may soft open this parade on Thursday, May 15th. It's been known to happen, but I would hate for folks to bank on it, and it's not a sure thing. So just keep that in mind. However, right now there is the Mickey and Friends Brand New Day Cavalcade that's still going on daily at 1:45 and 2:45 p.m. This is just a small little cavalcade, like maybe 3 or 4 vehicles and a bunch of characters. You'll see a lot of them on the double-decker bus, and so there will be characters that go by, but it's a very short thing, not worth camping out an hour for. It lasts all of about 5 minutes. So keep that in mind. That's all they have right now is the Mickey and Friends Brand New Day Cavalcade. How about fireworks? What are the details there? Well, right now they have Mickey's Mix Magic still going on. It's the current show for Spring Break 2025. This is kind of like their filler show between like seasonal holidays and special events and things. As of the time of this filming, Tuesday, March 18th, fireworks occur nightly, at least for the next 2 weeks. Typically what happens is that fireworks are only Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays during the off season, and then projections only the other days of the week. So they still have the show, just no fireworks, just the projections. During the busier times of the year, this switches to nightly fireworks. And for right now, according to the events calendar, fireworks are nightly until March 30th, and then switch to the weekend schedule after that. If you want to know where to find that, just open up the Disneyland app and then click Tickets and Parks, and then there's going to be a See All Hours and Events Calendar button. Click that button, it'll open up the events calendar, and you can change the date for the dates that you are coming. Remember, it only goes 6 weeks out. You can also check the refurb calendar this way to see what rides are going to be closed. Of course, I do all the hard work for you and put a video out outlining everything you can expect for the month. I already have a March construction update that is out and available, but the April one I'll be filming this coming Saturday, March 22nd. It should be out sometime next week. I think March 26th is the date that is planning to hit the channel. Just a couple of days before April, we'll have April April's construction update, and we'll tell you all the ride closures, all the information that you need to know if you are coming in the month of April. Additionally, I also just got done filming a spring break crowd tip video for you, how to deal with the crowds during this busy time of year. That video will be out on Friday. This video is like event information, food, dates, things that you need to know that are going on. Construction update will cover ride closures next week, and that tips video will be out later this week to help you deal with the crowds at Disney. And let me tell you, there are absolutely crowds here today. I've seen really long lines at Alice in Wonderland. I mean, longer than I've seen in ever possibly. I've seen long lines at Winnie the Pooh, and these are just the smaller rides. I mean, it was a 20-minute wait at 10 in the morning. That's pretty crazy for Winnie the Pooh. It'll probably get up to 40 to 45 minutes later on in the day, which, I mean, for that ride is pretty insane. Spring break is already here. I'm filming this, I guess, a little bit late. Typically, spring break runs March 15th through April 15th, but with Easter being late this year, I thought it would be shifted a week, but lo and behold, a lot of schools, I guess, up in Idaho. Idaho is having spring break this week, so spring break's already hit here at the Disneyland Resort. As far as Fantasmic goes, which is why where we're at right now, Fantasmic, all the same information as fireworks applies to Fantasmic. It's currently showing as having 2 nightly shows, 9 p.m. and 10:30 p.m., even on weekdays until March 30th, and then it suddenly goes to a weekend schedule. Don't forget, though, that Star Wars Night will close Disneyland at 8 p.m. to guests without an event ticket on those select nights that we mentioned earlier. Likewise, World of Color is currently showing its twice nightly schedule on weekdays, one show at 9 p.m. and another at 10:15 p.m. But go more than 2 weeks out, and the calendar indicates only one show at 9 p.m. on weekdays. Now let's talk Downtown Disney. There is a special event going on, plus a couple of special meals going on throughout this time. First up, we have the Eggstravaganza Egg Hunt that actually extends beyond Downtown Disney into the parks now. But Downtown Disney is the primary place where you think of doing this. You hunt for giant themed eggs in Downtown Disney and the theme parks. You buy a map for $9.99, and you use the clues that they have to find the eggs in the correct location, and then you take the sticker and you place it to the corresponding spot on your map. Now find all of these things and you can take them back to receive a prize. The prize isn't necessarily all that great, but it is a fun experience, especially for kids, so consider doing the Eggstravaganza Egg Hunt if you have some little kids that would find like a scavenger hunt really awesome. It's pretty affordable at only $9.99, and you can get the prize even if you don't do the hunt. Like, you paid for it. You're not paying for the map, you're paying for the prize. So go get the prize anyway. As far as those special meals go, one of them is here at the Grand Californian behind me. Now, I'm not going to go in there because I don't feel like going through security again, and Storytellers is closed right now anyway, so I'm not sure there's very much to see. Storytellers Cafe is currently undergoing some refurbishment, but it will be open by April 20th for Easter, for their Storytellers Cafe Easter Buffet. This is only on April 20th. Advanced reservations are recommended on Easter. Grab your loved ones for a holiday brunch or dinner feast, including an assortment of Easter-inspired desserts with all-day character dining. Now that is a change because typically characters are only available for breakfast at Storytellers Cafe. They will also be available for dinner on Easter. As of Sunday, March 16th, when I did my research for this video, there were still reservations, lots of them, for April 20th for this particular meal. So if you are looking at going to an Easter brunch or dinner at Storytellers Cafe, make sure you make your advanced reservations. The reason I don't feel like going through security is because I have picked up the Whatnot giveaway prizes. If you saw 2 videos last week, we had a Whatnot giveaway. Whatnot was the sponsor of the video, and you absolutely still can take advantage of the $15 referral credit. If you would like, just use my sign-up link down in the description. You get $15 to spend anywhere on the app. You have to use my link, by the way. Some people didn't know that. You can't just go on the app and sign up. You have to use my link to get the referral credit. Someone told me that they bought a Spirit jersey, I think it was, for $14 because Whatnot is auction style, so you might find some good deals. Sometimes prices go over what market price is, sometimes they go under. Somebody got a Spirit jersey for just $14 and the credit was $15, so she basically got it for free, or the $14 might have been after the credit. I'm not exactly sure, but the point being is that there are deals on Whatnot for Disney bags and things things. This isn't an ad for it, but just letting you know that you can find some awesome and cool stuff there. And the giveaway prizes were selected yesterday, and I just picked them up here today. They'll be mailed out tomorrow. If you want to see who won, you can check my community posts. That's where I announce that sort of thing. And let's keep going here at Downtown Disney. In fact, before we continue on, we're going to grab some lunch from the Parkside Market here. There have been some updates to Gigi's Chicken that I want to check out since the last time that I ate here. Here at Gigi's Chicken Shop, I ordered the original fried chicken this time. So what changed was, well, they got rid of the sweet and spicy chicken that I had here the first time because it was neither sweet nor spicy. And they lowered the price from $18 to $16. So they've got some feedback from people. They've changed some things to their menu. So I want to give this a try, see if their chicken is any better now. I went with the original this time. It has some hot honey sauce on it, so I'm really excited about that. It did come with pickles. I asked for it without pickles, so you won't see pickles here, but especially excited for this chicken sandwich. And then I also ordered the frozen strawberry lemonade, and I just thought that I'd get a drink and get the frozen strawberry lemonade, something else from this place. I really like frozen beverages, so we're going to give it a try. Well, the chicken is piping hot. Much better than it was last time. I said that it was like pretty much room temperature last time. So this is piping hot. As far as the hot honey sauce, I couldn't really taste it very much. I am getting a tiny bit of an afterkick. Not a very strong one. I would appreciate a much stronger one. But the breading, the crunchiness of the breading around the chicken is kind of overpowering everything because it is kind of crunchy. Like I'm getting more breading flavor than I am even chicken flavor, but this is definitely better than it was last time. I don't know how I feel about it overall, but it's pretty good. If you like chicken sandwiches, I say, at least now, I say come give Gigi's a shot. $16 is still kind of expensive, but it's more in line with Disney's, other prices. Usually burgers are in the like $14 to $15 range, so it's not terrible at $16. Well, I guess I should add that usually when you buy a burger, though, at Disneyland, for that $14, you're getting fries. You're still getting no side with this, okay? Just the sandwich for $16. So that kind of is a downside. Now let's try the strawberry lemonade. A little tart, which is what you want. Not overly tart, not too sweet, not too bitter. Texture is more icy than, like, not icy the brand, but icy as in lots of little ice bits. Where it's just like fruit drink with ice. Does that make sense? But good, yeah. Getting a little bit of a brain freeze though. Whew. Something I don't typically get with like Slurpees, but this ice type beverage goes straight to a brain freeze. Whew. I gotta take my time with this thing. Usually I just down a drink, but this thing is giving me brain freezes left and right, so just taking little sips here. And the last couple of things that we have to talk about actually are Goofy's Kitchen. So Disneyland Hotel behind me, Goofy's Kitchen is one of the places there. They've got Goofy's Kitchen Celebrates Springtime, which is available from April 3rd to May 9th. Reservations are also recommended likewise here as well. Join Goofy and some of his friends in their garden-inspired outfits while you feast on delicious bites for breakfast, brunch, and dinner. We did Goofy's Kitchen for James's birthday, I think it was last summer. Really had a good time. We went for dinner and it's a character meal all day long there. And they have a special Goofy's Kitchen for you for springtime coming up here. And then Great Maple Modern American Eatery. That's at the Pixar Place Hotel. So all the hotels have something special going on at Great Maple, available from April 1st through the 20th. You can get some chocolate Easter egg pancakes, which are chocolate eggs, berry whipped cream, and maple syrup. And then they have truffled deviled eggs with Parmesan lace. I think it says lace, Parmesan lace. I was like, I had to double check reading what I'm reading here. The restaurants, the 3 different hotels, the Grand Californian, the Disneyland Hotel, and the Pixar Place Hotel all have something special going on in their primary eatery for the springtime and spring break season. Now for the rest of this video, we are just gonna answer some questions from you guys. I posted on the community post saying that I was gonna put this video together and that I would answer any questions you had about spring break or crowds in general. And somebody asked, what lightning lanes are best to grab first? And I would say that Space Mountain is always a good one just because you can usually get it for like $8.10, $8.15, and if you can ride it first thing in the morning, you'll be able to skip the like 30 to 40 minute wait it immediately gets, but it's available relatively right away, so that means that you can book another one very quickly after that. Additionally, Indiana Jones is the one that will disappear the fastest, so I usually recommend grabbing that as soon as you can. If you wait too long, it'll be 3-4 hours out and you'll be engaging the 2-hour rule. For more information on the 2-hour rule and lightning lanes, check out my lightning lane videos, but still, during spring break, those are my 2 recommendations for rope drop and the first lightning lane that you should be grabbing. Is Easter weekend even more crowded than the rest of spring break or equally as busy? I've never been here for Easter weekend. As you can imagine, I'm spending Easter usually with family. I think a lot of locals are probably going to choose to spend Easter with family, but that doesn't mean that there won't be a lot of out-of-towners visiting for the holidays to spend the time at Disneyland. So I know that they have a lot of special Disney Easter meals, like we already just covered Easter meals here. So I would imagine it'll be busier, but I mean, we're less than a month out, about a month out from that date, and there's still reservations available for these restaurants. So it's not like they disappeared as quickly as even something like Blue Bayou and Lamplight Lounge. So who knows? It's hard to say. Like I said, I've not been here. When is spring break officially over in Southern California? Someone asked. My kids are off April 12th through the 21st. 21st is a Monday. They're still off that day. We're going to be coming to Disney. That's the day after Easter. But then they're back to school on April 22nd. Most area schools are pretty similar. So by April 22nd, the kids will be back in school here in Southern California. If you want to be safe, you know, definitely like wait to the following week, like the 28th, 29th, definitely. But you'll probably be safe by like the 23rd or 24th for sure. Someone asks, I've heard that Indiana Jones will be going down for refurbishment. Do you know when it will be running again? April 25th. I'll have all of that refurb information available out in my April construction update, which again will be out next week. And that's actually it. I think, when does spring break end in the US? We kind of already covered that as well. So I think I've answered all of the questions that the people had here. If you have more questions about spring break, drop them in the comments below. I am always happy to answer them. Thanks for watching. Click that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Click this video to check out more of my Disneyland content. And as soon as the spring break tips are available, I'll put that here as well. But for right now, it'll be something else until that video lands. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.